Evan, just curious how you were watching the game last night, from your player's perspective and then knowing that was going to be your opponent.
I mean, I was just locked in on the game, um, looking at their tendencies, trying to figure out what they do. At first, I was looking at each team, and then gradually, you got to tell who we're going to match up with. So, started really locking in on their plays, their tendencies, different stuff like that. So, to help us tomorrow when we play them.
And how is this team just embracing the winner go home mentality right now?
I think we're embracing it well. Everyone's in a good mindset. Um, everyone's locked in, focused. So I think we're good right now.
Evan, when you've watched the film of the Hawks, what have you noticed that's like points of emphasis going into tomorrow's game?
I mean, Trae Young, he's a great player, so we definitely got to lock in on him. Do a lot of pick and rolls, coming to the basket. So we got our different schemes and stuff on how we're going to guard that. So I feel like we have a good game plan coming in.
And JB said after the game against Brooklyn that it was intensity that first quarter, and Brooklyn coming out with that intensity. How do you guys come out with the level of intensity you need tomorrow night, like from the jump?
Just go out there and go get it. It's going to be a tough game. It's win or go home, so for both teams. So you just got to go out there and play with a fierceness and really take it to your opponent.
Just for clarity purposes, did you watch the Hawks Hornets game live, or did you rewatch it after taping it?
No, I watched it live.
Okay. And then for you personally, how much does what you're going through right now feel like March Madness last year for you?
My March Madness was different, so because they didn't have any fans really that much, so it was a little different. But this is like any playoff game I always played in, and this is definitely high stakes. So you got to be really locked in and focused, and every little mistake counts. So you just got to do your best and live with the results.
I guess in terms of the mentality, in terms of the preparation, in terms of the details and all that stuff leading into that, is that similar?
No, it's definitely way more high end. Definitely coming in, you look at personnel, you're looking at plays, you're looking at so many different aspects of the game to help us win. So it's definitely a very high level preparation.
Thank you.
After the game the other night, some of your teammates mentioned that you just seem so unfazed by everything. I guess, like, where do you get that aspect of things at this point in your career, being a rookie and this being your first time experiencing this?
I just try to, I feel like it's just natural on how my personality is. Just try to be never too high, never too low, just in the middle of everything. So you don't get too phased or rattled throughout when you're out there on the floor. So that's just what I try to do.
And then I know when JB's talked about Jared's role in the defense before, he's used the term like the quarterback of the defense at that 5 spot, kind of calling things out for everyone. As you've kind of slid into that while he's been out the last month or so, how do you think that's gone?
I think it's been pretty well. Definitely learned a lot playing that position, and feel like personally I've been doing pretty well, and I've got some more things to learn, but overall I feel like it's pretty good.
I mean, a lot of people view you guys as the surprise of this NBA season, that you guys are kind of just playing with house money now. I get the impression though that that's not the case. I mean, you're not satisfied. But just speak about the mentality of what you guys have been saying in the locker room and how you're going into tomorrow, even though you guys have been a nice surprise.
Yeah, we've been a surprise definitely, but we're definitely looking for more and want to get to the playoffs and even go far in the playoffs as well. So that's what we're striving for, and that's what we're going to try to do.
What do you anticipate the environment being like tomorrow night?
I think it's going to be a great environment. We have the best fans in the league. So it's going to be super loud out there. It's going to be a fun game.
But it's one thing to be told what playoff basketball is like. It's another to experience it. So I'm just kind of curious for you, even though you're not fazed by much, but was the other night in Brooklyn a little bit of like a aha moment, like, so this is what you guys are talking about. Could you just feel a difference in the game?
A little bit. I feel like mostly the difference is the preparation that goes in before the games, all the things that you go over compared to a playoff game, compared to like a regular season game. This is a lot more. So that's just what I feel is like the biggest difference.
And considering what's at stake tomorrow, it is, win or go home. How do you maintain calm that you guys have had all year and stay within yourselves and not get caught up in the, do or die type of?
I feel like you just play together, come together as a team, and don't try to do anything individual or anything out of character. Just play your game how you always played the whole entire season, and just play your game, but at just a higher level a little bit. So I feel like that's how you stay locked in and focused.
Talk about being even keeled and not trying to get too high or too low, but you also mentioned some of the best fans in the world, and that energy is going to be unmatched probably tomorrow. How do you personally feed off of that? What does that process look like for you while not getting too high, but still using that energy?
I mean, I feel like the energy is going to be positive for us. So everyone uses the energy differently. I feel like us personally, when we score or whatever and the fans get loud, it's going to really rally us and get us momentum to go to the next play and next play. And that home game advantage is definitely like a big part of the game, and momentum swings and stuff. So I feel like we're going to take it very well, and the fans are going to help us a lot.
You ever take moments to like bask in it while you're playing? You get a big crowd rush. You could do score, big play, maybe at halftime or something. Just take it in and feed off of it that way.
Not really, because you got to be locked in the whole game. Maybe after the game, but during the game, I'm not really trying to be too locked in on the fans and stuff, because that's where you get distracted and stuff and make mistakes. But like dead balls after the game, that's when you like feel more of the energies and stuff.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, Evan, what stands out to you about Capello when you prepare for him?
He's a great player. Says a lot of pick and rolls. He gets behind the defense, so we got to protect for lobs and stuff like that. Also, a great offensive rebounder. So we definitely got to focus on him when the shot goes up and box him out.
And are you crossing your fingers about Jared, or how you feel about that?
I'm not really sure. Whatever happens. We're just going to go out there and play our game.
Thank you.
Last one, Christoph.
Hey, Evan, Christoph says the Negris. Those types of games for you is that type of game that you were dreaming playing for when you were younger?
Yeah, definitely. These big games are always the games you would dream for, and you always want to do well in these big games. And you just gotta really lock in, like I said earlier, and be very prepared for anything that happens out there, and go out there and do your best.
And in this game, do or die game, one and done for you, how important and what you would like to do to bring your best basketball?
Basically, playing as a team, playing together, good ball movement on offense, playing good defense as well. All those aspects, we just got to put it all together for the full entire game and not have many slip-ups throughout the game.
Thank you very much.
Anything else on Zoom? Anything for the room? All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks.